Continuing our team coverage now of the weather, the state of the state will go on despite the snow.
News 3 political reporter Jess Garp says some lawmakers are planning to hunker down here for the whole week, Jess.
Well, while session days have been moved in the past because of the snow, the governor says his speech on the status of the state is important enough to continue.
The buntings are hung, the chairs sit waiting. Outside, Ms. Forward leans into the snow as her governor says the snow and the show will go on.
We've got work to do this week. So we may be a little cozier tomorrow night, but I think in the end it's important for us to continue on with that message.
Lawmakers are making their way into the city, both for the State of the State address scheduled for Tuesday night and a session day on Wednesday.
I'm hoping they're all traveling down. We've even talked to some of them about possibly coming down today to try and make it easier for them. But I think once they're down here tomorrow, most of my members stay overnight anyway, so I think they'd be here for session on Wednesday as well.
The state's northernmost representatives and senators made early trips into the city. Some who may have commuted back and forth, like Fox Valley Representative Al Ott, says they'll likely hunker down.
Once legislators get here, many of them have to stay overnight anyhow, so it's a matter of using a hotel room. So I think there'll be a fairly good comfort level with legislators to be working through the weather.
Last time the city got 17 inches of snow, the state shut down its operations. What may happen this time is questionable, but the governor says lawmakers are willing to show up and work.
We're not putting the public at risk because, again, there's only a handful that can literally fit into those chambers. But I think for the people tuning in, it might give, for folks snowed in, it might give them an opportunity to watch the speech that they might not otherwise watch and hear about our status.
Now, the state constitution does require the governor to, quote, communicate to the legislature at every session the condition of the state and recommend such matters to them for their consideration as he may deem expedient or convenient. That doesn't necessarily have to be an address like this to the state, but tradition has had governors do it around this time every year. Clearly, the governor says this is a convenient time.
The speech goes on. News 3's Jess Garp. Jess, thank you very much.
Jess.